What's up, YouTube family? It's your boy Frenchie the Villain, Frenchie the Gremlin, Frenchie the Lemon. That's my name, Frenchie the Lemon. Alright, so today we're going to be doing the Avatar Villain tier maker. We're going to be doing The Last Airbender, and then we're going to do Legend of Korra in another video. I was trying to do both, but apparently I don't think the tier maker could handle but so many photos. So I don't want to keep. This is like the third or fourth one I had to make because it's not as, I don't know, it's not as clear cut as I thought it would be. I thought all you had to do was like put the photos in and then just go, but like apparently the photos have to be a certain size or they won't pop up, and then like you can't delete the photos that you want to take out of there. So like right here, here and here, these are two Legend of Korra villains, so I won't be dealing with them right now. I'm only going to deal with the last Avatar villains. And as you can tell, yes, I am wearing a last Airbender mask. I actually have two. I have this one, and hold on one second. And I have this one, which is Fire Lord Zuko, or AKA Zuko, whatever. I'll let you guys know where I got these masks from at the end of the video. But right now, let's start with our tier maker. So I have 4 tiers. I have God tier, which none of these villains are in. So we're not going to worry about that. Then I have average, which is like your average everyday villain. Then I have below average, which, they lack skills, powers, or just enough motive to be like a regular everyday villain. So either they're working for the main villain, or they just don't have the power set to even be considered a main villain. And then we have a jobber. Everybody knows what a jobber is. It's just someone who's there to get their butt kicked. Like they present an obstacle for a couple of minutes or whatever, an episode, and then like they get their butt kicked. So all right. Without further ado, let me take this mask off because I don't know if it's recording my voice cool. So without further ado, let's jump right into it, and I'm gonna just do it randomly. Oh man, right here. So right here we have Fire Lord Ozai, which is the biggest disappointment of all of Last Airbender. And I'm only saying that because this guy was built up to be like a big bad, like main last villain, and then we get to him and there's nothing special about this guy. I honestly feel like if General Iroh was the main villain, I think Aang would have been in trouble because General Iroh definitely has a lot of tricks up his skills. He's smart. Man has been to the spirit world. The man is just like, been in a bunch of battles. I mean, he is a general. Whereas this dude right here, Ozai, he was just always like the angry child in the family, like the one who was always trying to prove to his father that he was royal. I mean, he was king material. So you're probably wondering where I'm going to put him. He's definitely not a jobber. He's not below average. He's probably just your average everyday villain. And the reason is first of all, if Last Airbender didn't build him up to be this big bad, just unstoppable villain, he would have been okay. He actually would have. I actually wouldn't have anything bad to say about that guy, but because they built him up to be like just like super strong and whatever, and then we saw the fight between him and Aang, and it was just like he's not that skilled with anything. I thought he was gonna be pulling out hella tricks that we hadn't seen before. I thought he was just gonna be like well versed with fighting, but it was just like if I had to rate him, he's like a C villain. He's like a C villain. He's not even A or B. He's just C. He's just okay. I mean, Aang was just young and he was afraid of him. If Aang wasn't afraid of him, I think that battle would have went totally different. Like I think Aang probably would have tapped into his avatar mode and just gave that dude the blues. But anyways, I don't want to spend too much time on any character because like I don't want to make this video longer than what it should be. This video should only be like 5-6 minutes, man. It's really not that big of a deal. The Legend of Korra, though, when I break that down, that video might be long just because her villains were just more impactful and meaningful. Like, her villains were way better. Like, you can tell they took their time with Legend of Korra versus Last Airbender, because Last Airbender seems to was appealing more to the kids and teenagers, because I was a teenager when I watched that show. So yeah, and I think Legend of Korra was more so like geared towards teenagers, young adults. So that's why I think it's like more meatier than Last Airbender. But Last Airbender is still one of my favorites. All right. Oh, let's get to Long Fang. So Long Fang was one of the villains in the when Aang and Team Avatar went to the Earth Kingdom to seek help, in their battle against Ozai, right? This guy, he wasn't anything special, to be honest with you. If he didn't have the Dai Li, if you don't remember the Dai Li, they were his agents that just went around like putting people in jail, brainwashing them and whatever. He was nothing. He nothing special about this guy. Like, he's like, I would say he's like a C tier Earthbender. I mean, he didn't seem like nothing was special about him. He just had a bunch of backup. So, and then he ended up getting beat and then controlled by Azula. Like, so it's like, I don't know, man. He didn't have that much of a motive. He wanted to take over the Earth Kingdom, but he couldn't. So it's like, I don't know whether to put him as a jobber or a below average. Yeah, this guy's a jobber. Yeah, he's a jobber. Yeah, definitely a jobber. I was gonna put him below average, but like, nah, he's actually a jobber. Like, he really thinks he's running the show, but in fact, there's other people smarter than him and more capable, as we saw with him and Azula, and he can just be controlled and beaten. So he's like a jobber. All right, let's go with Combustion Man. Yo, I'm gonna put him where you know what? In the comparisons of this show, he's actually a god tier villain. Now, I know I explained god tier villain as someone who makes an impact on the show and pushes the characters and like they learn something. But when it comes to Avatar, Last Airbender, it's not that many good villains in the show. So, I'm going to get to this a little later. I'm going to get to this at the end of the video. I'm going to explain this a little bit more. So for right now, I'm going to put Combustion Man at the god tier level. The man had powers that we had never seen before. He had the combustion bending. The man was terrifying, not just us as the fans who were watching it. Like, we're like, whoa, like, how are you going to defeat this guy? But Team Avatar, like, he always had them on the run. Like, he always had them like fearing for their life. Like, the dude he's a good villain. He had the power set. He had the skills. He had the bending ability. Like, there's not much you could really say. I mean, he did have that one flaw. I mean, I remember how did they defeat him? Oh yeah, they got him to like pretty much blow himself up. So like that was the only way of stopping him. But like, it was a pretty few close calls. Like, that man could have definitely killed him. Like, so that I'm gonna put him at the god tier because his threat level was definitely higher than Ozai. He's just like, compared to Ozai and this guy, if they ever got into a squabble, this dude would definitely kill Fire Lord Ozai. Like, with no problem, bro. Like, no problem. Definitely wiping that. No. All right, let's move on. Like, Ozai wouldn't stand a chance against that dude. Okay, so let's go with May. And I'm going to just put her as below average. And I'm going to say she's below average because she really lacked the motivation to be a villain. She was only doing these things because of Azula. Like, Azula was like the bully in the group. They were scared of her and they just went along. And like, I think a lot of the reasons why she was doing what she was doing, one, she was like a teenager, like misunderstood, and she just needed an outlet. But she was kind of deadly with those knives. She didn't have any bending abilities, but she definitely had the pinpoint accuracy like of somebody like Bullseye or Hawkeye. Like, she rarely missed with those things. But I will say that once they figured out her abilities, like, she pretty much just became like jobber. But I'm not gonna put her as a jobber because she's definitely got skills in hand to hand combat, and she's got the knives with the accuracy. So she's kind of below average. She's not just like a jobber where you just go you just go come and beat her up. And I know it looks weird because Long Fang is a jobber and she's not, but Long Fang, like, bro, this guy just lacks the motivation, man. Like, he just, I don't know, man. I just didn't like him as a character. But this is my tier list, and this is totally my opinion. So if you guys have any opinions on it, you definitely can go to Tier Maker, look it up, and edit the list as you want to, because it's Avatar Villains 1.5 tier list. There's a couple of them up there. I tried to delete the other ones, but I don't think they deleted. So anyways, let's move on. Ty Lee. Ty Lee is definitely a below average as well. She had the hand-to-hand combat down pat. She definitely had the cheap blocking on 100. Like, they couldn't, even though they figured out what she was doing, it was still hard to stop her because, like, literally all she had to do was go to your chi points and just, like, boom, boom, boom. And there was nobody in Team Avatar who actually had great hand-to-hand combat skills. Like, they mostly depended on the bending, except for Sokka, who was dependent on, like, sword, and he was, like, he was trying to guard her, but, like, she would tap his arm out, Same thing that applies to May. Applies to her. She was just like being controlled by Azula. She wasn't really a bad person. She was just, being controlled. So yeah, she's below average. Definitely better than Zhao too. She definitely could take out Long Fang without a hurry. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said Zhao. Yeah, she definitely could take out Long Fang. I just feel like a lot of people could. Yeah, but she definitely. I don't know. Could she take out Ozai? If you let her get close enough, she could take him out, though. Block his chi points, but yeah. Anyways. Alright. Let's go to the Boiling Rock Warden. That's literally his name, the Boiling Rock Warden. He's a jobber. He seemed really strong because he was running the prison, and he had all of the benders that were in his captivity, like, at their weakest point. So it's really like he only controlled authority because he had them bound and stuff, and there was no escape from the Boiling Rock. Or so they thought. There was no escape, really. I mean, it was like surrounded, so he pretty much ran the show. But other than that, he pretty much got his butt kicked. I mean, he's a jobber, bro. That's just what he is. All right, let's get to somebody interesting. Hama, definitely God tier. If you guys don't remember her, she was the bloodbender, the first bloodbender we ever got to see in Avatar history, and she just inspired fear because she was willing to kill to get it done, bro. And the fact that she was trying to turn Katara into a bloodbender, like, oh my god, that bloodbending is still one of the dopest bending abilities. Like, but it's just you just never see it used like in a good way. It's always perceived as like evil. I don't know, man, but she definitely was scary because she definitely had the ability. She had the intelligence too. This chick was just ruthless, bro. Scary even. She could have killed Aang and Katara if she really wanted to. Like, I mean, what more can I say about her? I think she was only in 2 episodes. I could be wrong. It probably was only 1, but those 1 or 2 episodes, oh my god. Like, I was like, yo, why aren't these people like bigger parts in the story? Like, I feel like she should have had like her own like season where they went up against her and stuff like that. But I don't think the creators thought it would have been like. I don't think they thought it would have been as popular as it is. Like, but man, it was something else. It was definitely something to be reckoned with. Her bloodbending was on another level, man. All right, let's see. We got 3 left. I'm gonna just get the warden out the way. Jobber. He was a warden, and when the Team Avatar first went to the Earth Kingdom, I forgot the kid's name, but they were They were all captured. They had a bunch of people from the Earth Kingdom captured. He was running the show. He had a bunch of Earthbenders. Like, once you have Earthbenders without Earth around, I mean, pretty much they're just normal people. Same thing with the Boiling Rock cat. I mean, it's just like he's a jobber, bro. He only seemed scary because they didn't have their bending. But the minute they got their bending, this dude was just scared, running for cover, talking about he couldn't swim and stuff like that. Yeah, dude's a jobber, bro. And I do apologize that there's not a lot of villains in Last Airbender. Just not, bros. And the ones we did get, they were cool. Like, a lot of them were cool, a lot of them were not. Alright, let's deal with Admiral Zhao. Zhao the Conqueror. General Zhao. Zhao the Moonslayer. I'm going to put him here. Right next to Ozai. And... Zhao, I like Zhao better than Ozai. And I will say this because Zhao is very intelligent. He had been to the Spirit Well. He read up on a bunch of different things. He knew a lot for a guy who was just like out of control with his arrogance. That was his only downfall in this. His arrogance was just through the roof and his fighting skill was subpar. But he did know a lot and he definitely was dangerous if Team Avatar didn't stop him when they did. Actually, he actually did kill the moon. The only reason that the moon came back was because, the girl gave her life and became the moon spirit. So it's like GG to you, Zhao. You actually did win. You low-key won. But yeah, his arrogance, he got beat by Zuko. And that, I'm not trying to say it's bad to get beat by Zuko, but come on, bro. You're supposed to be a seasoned general / admiral / moonslayer. Come on, bro. Your fighting skills needs to. I don't know if I should credit Zuko or General Iroh for training Zuko because that was. I don't know, man. His arrogance was just something else, but he definitely was a great villain. You know what? He low-key could have been God tier if he didn't get taken out the way he did, though. But anyways. Last but not least, Azula. And I know you guys are probably like, where is he going to put Azula at? Is he going to make her average? Is he going to put her below average? Is he going to make her God tier? I actually am going to put her as a God tier. And I was kind of like going back and forth between average and God tier. But she definitely deserves to be up there because she was nothing nice. Nothing to be reckoned with. This chick was a prodigy. She was... she had skills that not even Zuko possessed. Like, she was just on another level with her crazy. And that was her drawback. Psychologically, she was unstable. And it damn near took Zuko and Katara to take her down. And that was because she was already unhinged. So I'm pretty sure if she was on her A game, she probably would have beat both of them. But because she was off, they beat her. So that says a lot. Like, this chick was just ruthless, cutthroat. Like, the people that you see on the God tier list, they're definitely cutthroat and ruthless. And they definitely could have killed anybody in Team Avatar. She damn near almost killed Aang. So, I think that deserves it. Yeah, I think she deserves to be up there. Like, there's no reason she shouldn't be up there. Like, she definitely deserves it. I agree. I stand by my tier maker, So yeah, got 3 God tiers, got 2 average, 2 below average, and then 3 jobbers. So that's the list for right now. I'm going to be making a part 2 for the Legend of Korra. Legend of Korra is actually a little bit better, because they're just way better villains, way better motives. So it's going to be like, it's not going to be like this. It's going to be a lot of different people. I don't even think there's that many jobbers in Legend of Korra. I think it might be like 2 people. And the rest are like either average or God tier. Like, from what I was looking at, I was looking at all the villains and yeah. So yeah, definitely be looking for part 2. If you disagree with my picks, definitely get in the comments and tell me who you would have put where, and just let me know. But I'm definitely looking forward to doing more Avatar stuff in the future. So yeah, definitely look out for that. And I will be letting you know where I got these cool masks from. Just hang on towards the end of the video, and I got you, big dog. But I appreciate you like always, man. Frenchie the Lemon, man. I'm sorry y'all been gone for so long, but I'm back, man. I'm about to go hard. And I guess you guys can look forward to more content in the future. Sorry, I look like a mess. Just woke up. Had to do this early in the morning, man. But yeah. All right, fellas. Thank you. Fellas and ladies. Thank you so much. I'm out. Peace. All right. Before you guys leave, though, I did want to put you guys on game. So this is where I got the avatar mask from. Show you guys again. One, and two right here, Suko, from the Mask Club. So maskclub.com definitely will hook you up, and they have like a great variety of just different masks. I mean, when I came, I didn't see this one because I definitely would have picked that one, but I picked two Avatar masks because I was doing a video on Avatar, and I found out about these people. This website. From Instagram. So like if you go to cartoons, I'm pretty sure they have a bunch of stuff. Boom. Avatar Last Airbender right here, man. I don't have a creator code or anything because I'm not big at all, but they definitely had some great designs here. You know what? I was gonna get this one right here, and I should have gotten it, but I didn't. I went for the two that spoke to me the most. But yeah, you guys want to grab some masks, definitely go to maskclub.com. Hey, your boy Frenchie putting you on the game, man. So I thank you guys for tuning in my video. Avatar Villain Tier Maker Part 2 will be coming out right after this one, so stay tuned for that. And love you guys. Stay safe. Frenchie the Lemon out. Peace.